right, everyone out of bed. Come on, leave everything. Macy. Come on, slowpoke. 1, 2, 3. Come with me. 4. Right, come on, come on. Right, come with me, come with me. Here we go. All right, it's gonna be all right.
What about Miss Augustus?
No, we don't have time. Come on. It's all right. It's all right. Let's go. Jenny, Simon. Come on, Jenny, come on. Jenny. Simon. There we go. Dusty. We'll wait for the all clear. Before you know it, we'll be curled back up in our beds again. It's all right, it's all right. Shh, shh, shh. It's all right.
They must be right overhead, miss.
I think they hit the power station. But if they are that close, they'll be past us soon.
Earth's going to come down!
Well, that was closer than I'd care for. What a wonderful place. I think I might take my holidays here this year.
You're silly, miss. We don't want to spend our holiday here.
Why not? It's got everything you need. It's got fresh water, place to sit, beautiful view. What is this? Brick? A wonderful view of some fine bricks and mortar.
But we're trapped. How will we ever get out?
Get out? Why on earth would you want to get out? We've only just arrived.
But what about our lessons tomorrow? I don't like it here, miss. It's too dark.
Too dark, you say?
Too dark and too scary.
No, it's not too dark. It's just not light enough.
Light enough?
You see, that's the thing about darkness. It never lasts. Even in the middle of winter, when it's cold and wet and gloomy, when the days are short, when your breath steams up the window, it always gets light. Even if just for a few hours, doesn't it? Darkness never lasts. Shall I read you a story?
Yes, please.
Does it have guns and battles?
It does have battles.
Okay, then.
Now, this story happened a long, long time ago. You see, most people think that light was the first thing in the world. But they're wrong. The first thing, the very first thing, was darkness. But as I said, the thing about darkness is it can't last forever. In the beginning, darkness ruled the world. Thriving in her cold and dreary isolation, she knew that as long as she covered the world in her dark embrace, she would be safe, invincible, untouchable. The one and absolute ruler of her shadowy domain. For eons, her dark shroud covered everything in a frozen carapace of night, the black icy shards spreading in every direction. All enveloping, darkness stretched forever back into the frigid past and endlessly on into a bleak, eternal future. Safe, secure, smothering. Then, in an instant, it all changed. Her certainty blown apart, split asunder. There was something else. Something strange had invaded her world. It was unfamiliar. It was unwelcome, but it was entrancing nonetheless. Light floated gently in the air. Light was fast and agile. He moved quickly, leaving a trail of his presence, a luminescence in his wake as he twirled and flitted around darkness.
darkness crept toward him. She was irresistibly drawn to him, and for that, she immediately hated him. But when she got closer, when she saw light better, her feelings changed. She wanted him, wanted to possess him, to control him.
Light saw darkness smile, and he smiled too.
And so light revealed himself in all his brilliant white glory.
The heart of darkness was full of desire, of possession, the need to claim, to hold, to absorb.
Light sensed her need to control him, own and restrain him. He knew he could not stay.
Hold on. You said there were battles. This is a love story.
I like it, miss.
But they were kissing and stuff. Where's the battle?
They're coming.
Without warning, light vanished.
Darkness was sad and angry. She longed for light, felt betrayed. But when she dreamt of revenge for his betrayal, she felt something stirring within her. Light had left her a gift. Feelings she had never imagined washed over darkness. Could it be? Was it possible? What strangeness was this? Something growing inside her.
Unimaginable pain racked Darkness. What had he done to her? She grasped her stomach, plunged her fingers deep into the crevices of her frosty cape.
Darkness shook, shuddered, gasped as more colors burst forth from her in stunning profusion. Red, orange, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Each one was an exquisite, radiant color that brought joy to the dreary world that Darkness inhabited.
Violet was a gentle warrior, her soothing presence a comfort to her brothers and sisters. Green was the kindest of the warriors, nurtured the others, was a friend to all living things. Red was full of energy and passion, a fiery warrior. He was spirited and committed, honest and true. Blue was nurturing, insightful and patient, a powerful presence among the warriors. Indigo was full of love, cared with all her heart, would do anything to protect her brothers and sisters. Orange was happy and energetic, hungry to explore and discover everything their world had to offer. Yellow was fun and playful, bursting with life and strength. The leader of the warriors, the others looked to him for guidance.
As she gazed upon her children, she finally understood love. Did not want to go back to her boring life of isolation. She would never have to be alone again. She had her beautiful children, the Iris Warrios.
Darkness was delighted, tried to keep them close so she wouldn't lose them like she had lost light. But the more she smothered them, the more they wanted to be free. They scattered like clouds before a strong wind, flying and flitting in every direction, rejecting Darkness's embrace, skipping and leaping and running from her clawing, grasping hands. Like light, she wanted them for her own, and like light, the more she tried to hold them, the more they slipped through her fingers. As Yellow passed by, his brothers and sisters following close behind, Darkness beckoned her firstborn to come to her. He ignored her. She called out to the rest of her children, but they too neglected her. Not because they feared her. They simply had no interest in their mother.
I love the Iris Warriors.
But Darkness is so strong.
She's creepy.
Once again, Darkness found herself betrayed by something beautiful. She felt ugly and unwanted, slow, cumbersome, and dull. She wished she had never known light or their bright, beautiful children. darkness was cold, boring, and dull compared to their world. A beautiful butterfly fluttering by was more exciting than her. A bright, blooming flower more interesting than her. A jeweled fish more captivating than her. Darkness wept with loneliness, and the hatred within her grew. After the Iris Warriors had passed, there was something new glimmering in the distance. A shimmering pool lay at her feet, bright fish swimming in it like beautiful, sparkling jewels. She hated it. Her children may have the power to bring color and life to the world, but she could bring the cold, bitter dregs of darkness and destruction.
Wait! She can't do that.
That's what darkness does. It creeps around, it chokes, it destroys.
But why would someone do that?
Why would someone drop bombs?
Because they're evil.
Shadows began to emerge. Small versions of darkness, born of her wicked, dark mind. An army of wretches created to do her bidding.
Iris Warriors were too busy playing and having fun to notice darkness and her black, impish shadows as they wreaked havoc on their world. When darkness saw the carefree indifference of the Iris Warriors, it empowered her to keep going. Oblivious to his mother's torment, Yellow led his brothers and sisters around their world, leaving trails of their vibrant presence everywhere. Wherever they went, they brought new, exciting things to life, imbuing the universe with their color and beauty, their fun and excitement. She stalked them,
her army of shadows smothering everything the Iris Warriors created. As soon as the warriors moved on, the shadows scurried in, darkening, destroying, desecrating. Now, darkness wanted more. She wanted to weaken and imprison the Iris Warriors. She would manipulate each of them, force them to abandon each other. They would all experience the bitter pain of betrayal, just as darkness had. And so the battle began.
Is she going to hurt her own children?
I thought you wanted battles.
I did, but not like this.
Indigo was Darkness's first target. The shadows crept close, whispered suggestions to her, froze her heart, fed her greed.
Indigo watched Yellow, happily playing with some beautiful birds he had created. She demanded that he play with her, but Yellow simply laughed at his sister and moved away. Indigo's greed festered and grew. Yellow. He loved nothing more than playing and merriment. Life was meant to be enjoyed. When the shadows approached him, he ignored them. They were boring and dull. And so the shadows lulled Yellow to sleep with a lullaby. And as his eyes closed, the shadows began to devour the bright, beautiful world he had created. Working with the shadows, Indigo encouraged Red in his pursuit for Violet. Fueled and tempted further by the shadows, Indigo worked with the shadows to feed Red's lusty passions. She encouraged him to claim Violet as his own, extolled her magnificent qualities, assured Red that he deserved Violet. She should be his.
Orange saw the world full of wonderful things that they had brought to life, wanted it all.
Darkness smiled her wicked smile. Another Iris warrior had succumbed to her wiles. Her work was almost complete. As Red and Violet prepared to run off together, Green stormed over to them, enraged. She tried to lure Red to her, her sparkling emerald eyes blazing. Green tried to get Yellow to help her, but he did not want to be bothered with such a trivial matter.
Blue had the sense to see what was happening, but he couldn't control himself.
When Green found Blue, he wasn't pleased to see her. He was angry and filled with wrath. He berated Green, turned away from her. Darkness whispered to her child. Anger and rage welled up, consumed him. The world the Iris Warriors had created was nearly gone. Darkness and her shadows swarmed around, turning everything to black. Her children were paying for their irreverence. The growing darkness wormed its way into Yellow's head, a nagging voice that he could not ignore. He shivered as he woke from his slumber, saw the cold blackness all around him. Finally, he realized how foolish he had been. He was their leader, but he had failed them. His mother had poisoned him, poisoned them all with her hatred, and he had been oblivious to her wicked, devious ways. Darkness was winning the battle. Yellow pleaded with each sibling, begged them to work with him, to be strong, powerful as they had once been, but they all feared darkness, would not fight her.
Yellow felt the stinging chill of his mother's hatred. If he were to make a difference, he must act alone.
There was a flash of light as Yellow confronted darkness. A wave of yellow luminescence as he stood up to his mother. Tried to drive her back. Yellow hurled himself at darkness, gave everything, but it was not enough. Darkness stood firm, but Yellow was determined. Once more, he pressed forward. Yellow continued to fight, but he was tiring, her Arctic breath sucking the life out from him. The other Iris Warriors watched, horrified as he fell back, his beautiful yellow light dimming. Yellow's light dimmed, faded. A scream escaped Green's lips. She lived to help others, to give of herself, and so she threw her beautiful light at her dark mother, defending her brother. Darkness was a total contrast to her children. Powerful, hateful, brooding, demonic. The shadows darted among them with quick, angular movements. Sniping, picking. 3 shadows surrounded Violet, separated her from the others. Violet turned and spun, swooped and fluttered. But they had her trapped, cornered, outnumbered. The other warriors tried to help, but each time one of them tried to come to her rescue, they were driven back by darkness and the other shadows. As the shadows jerked and cavorted between and among the warriors, their colors began to fade. Their energy lessened. Violet was getting weaker, her beauty dimming, her light leaching out of her as the shadows got closer, bolder, as they sensed her weakness. Yellow knelt beside his fallen sister, gently took Violet's hand, glanced up at Green. They had failed her. Darkness sneered, pressed forward, the shadows at her heels, hissing and snapping and snarling. She smiled her cold smile, gathered the shards of her frozen cape around her, swooped down on the warriors with brutal certainty. The Iris Warriors swiftly surrounded the shadows, leaving them with no place to run, no way to escape. Darkness flickered, began to weaken. The Iris Warriors closed in on Darkness, forming a tightly bonded circle of power. Their colors combined into a dazzling bright light. Not their individual colors, but the pure, brilliant white of their father. The light grew even brighter, washing over Darkness, engulfing and enveloping her, lighting every dark corner of their world. Darkness was vanquished. With a last gasp, she fled. A new world had been created by the Iris Warriors. Slowly it revealed its beauty, its color, its radiance. The Iris Warriors were united, joined forever and shining down on the world. They called themselves the Sun and shone their bright yellow rays in honor of the Yellow Warriors' bravery and courage against darkness. Today, when the sun looks down on the world, there is great joy. The Iris Warriors made the ultimate sacrifice, but created something amazing that will always watch over us. Darkness still has her place, still creeps back each night, but she knows she can never triumph. That each day the sun will rise. Each day, light will bring us warmth, comfort, life. And today, and forevermore, the sun weeps at the memory of what happened that day. The sparkling silver droplets fall from the sky and kiss everything below. For a short, magical moment, they bring to life all the warriors' colors in a divine rainbow. A reminder of how the world was made beautiful and safe from darkness and her shadows by the virtues and sacrifice of the Iris Warriors.
I knew they would do it. They just had to work together.
Remember, darkness never lasts. this, okay? Come on. Up you go.
Let's go. I wasn't scared, Miss. Miss Augusta said it would be fine.
Come on, Slowpoke.